What's up, guys? I'm here on my patio and I want to teach you how to get rich in 2020. I'm going to give you the perfect digital ecosystem, the most authentic selling machine. This video is gold. Enjoy it. What's up, guys? Rich here from Rich and Niche, and I was just creating a product for one of my future digital marketing consulting audit products. And on the way there, I came up with 10 things that I think are really important, areas that we can focus on as digital marketers. Take a look at this. These are the 10 areas: website, email, social, SEO, analytics, target audience, lead magnet, offers, organic traffic engine, paid traffic engine. So I'm going to go through these 10 with you right now and give you an overview of these things, because if you're going to be a digital marketer or a consultant, you better know this stuff off by heart. And I'm going to give you just a great framework to sort of use as you go through your client experiences and perhaps do some audits of your own. So let's start with website user experience. And these are in no particular order. I was just brainstorming some concepts and this is what came out, and I thought I would share it at this level because it's still a little bit high level. It's not too in depth, so something good for YouTube, okay? Website user experience. I like to think of things as experiences, not as just a landing page necessarily, but as a complete experience, because that's what it takes to succeed in 2020. Great experiences. So first of all, you need a website. It has to exist. That is the very first step. The next thing I'd be looking for is it mobile responsive? The fact is tons of traffic comes from mobile, half pretty much at least. So we need a responsive website. User flow. Does it make sense? When you get to the website, is the messaging correct for the user at that time in your funnel? Depends on where your website truly sits in your marketing funnel. But does the flow of the user make sense? I'd be very critical of that because I think a lot of people get this wrong and it disconnects people from your offers. Obviously, some level of SEO. This is very high level SEO. Is there any sense of SEO on this website? Just checking. Speed. Speed is a big thing for a website and it affects SEO, affects your rankings. So you want a fast website. Be careful how many plugins you add. Be careful about your images. Don't upload full-size images. One of the most common mistakes I see amateur marketers making, they don't realize how much speed they're costing their user. SSL, security, also affects your rankings, gives people trust. They want to see that lock symbol. They don't want to get that error message that says, this site is not safe. Next, moving into email user experience. You still need to use email, right? You need to use email at the bare minimum because you want to get that pixel data for Facebook, but also it's just a great way to sell, make money, and nurture people. Email still works. It's not as good as it used to be, but real buyers read emails. So is there an existing email user experience to even begin with? Has the client or have you even started? Is your email responsive? Does your email look good in a mobile phone? I've seen people make this mistake before and it would be a critically damaging mistake. Legal. Are you caught up on GDPR? Are you caught up on spam laws? Do you know about this stuff? Do you know the unsubscribe button must be at the bottom of the email? You want to make sure you're following this stuff. It could be a big mistake. Tagging. Do you tag email users? Do you know how to segment email users? Are you taking advantage of this great ability that email provides? Do you have some element of branding in your email? How does it look? Did you put your logo in there? Did you leave the basic template for MailChimp, which looks ugly? Is your email user experience authentic? Like, does it sound like it's coming from the brand? Does it sound like it's coming from you, the owner? Or does it feel really, third-party agency kind of copy? Are you taking advantage of automation, autoresponders, drip campaigns? This is so powerful. Do you make offers in your email? Do you know how to make offers in your email? Do you know how to invite someone to buy something rather than pushing it in their face? These are some of the core elements I would be looking for my business in my email user experience. Social user experience. Does it even exist? Have you set up all the accounts? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, maybe Pinterest, maybe Twitter, TikTok. Is it consistent across all of the channels, at least brand wise? It could be a different kind of flavor from Instagram to YouTube, but there should be some level of consistency. At least your logo should be present. Your name should be the same. Are you able to produce native content for each channel? Meaning, can you create unique content specifically for Instagram and only Instagram versus using the same piece of content on all of your channels at the same time? Just, you're going to get better results by being more native. Do you properly link from your social media channels into your core landing pages, the squeeze pages that get the emails? Like, this is the key thing. And do you know where to put the links on your YouTube channel? Do you know the difference between a card versus a description link versus a pinned comment? Do you understand how keywords may be used in social media to generate more awareness? Have you tried any of these things? Do you have any core keywords? Pretty important stuff. Hashtags, very relevant on some profiles, but to be honest, not the be all end all. But to not take advantage of them would be foolish. Pillars, are there some consistent pillars of topics, ideas, concepts that you stick to in social media such that people would want to subscribe for more? People want to subscribe when they know more is coming. Are you taking advantage of any of the chatbots, the automation, the ability to send people more campaigns and content while they're in Facebook Messenger? Okay, next up, SEO. I still recommend that all of my clients have some SEO strategy. It's foolish not to have it. It's sort of a byproduct of good marketing. You don't have to be all in on SEO, nor should you be. It takes a really long time, 3 to 6 months to work, but it still drives traffic. So do you have a primary keyword for your business that you'd like to try and focus on? Over time, if there was any one keyword that you'd like to rank number one for, what would it be? Can you do some long tail keyword research of other long tail phrases that will lead to traffic to your website and will also be less competitive to rank for? That's what you're looking for with the long tail, is a higher volume of keywords with less competition. So it's more of a scale, getting a lot of different keywords instead of just one. You kind of want both sides of it. Have you done the competitive research of what your competitors are doing with SEO? Do you know where they get their links from? Have you used some of the SEO tools to spy on them? Page optimization. Have you gone through all of your key pages and properly used headings and SEO meta tagging, descriptions, titles? Have you optimized those pages for speed? Have you linked those pages to other pages and cross-linked? There's some of the core page optimizations you can make. And do you have any form of link building engine? Do you invite people to post on your site and so then you can post on theirs? Do you have any sort of directories that you can link to? You want other websites linking to you. It's a very important consideration for Google. Let's look at analytics now. Make sure your Google Analytics dashboard even exists. Many people don't do this. You might as well start gathering how many people are coming every month, how long they're staying, where do they bounce from, where do they enter, where do they exit, what are the demographics. Of course, you get a lot of this from your social media as well, but you might as well know who's actually coming to your website. You'd also want Facebook Analytics because it's the core advertising tool at this time. Make sure your pixel is implemented properly. It's quite easy to do these days. And there's also an automated events tool within the Facebook ad manager that allows you to sort of navigate to different pages and claim sort of what the conversion result would be. So you go to a thank you page and then tag it, such like that. Google Analytics goals, more of an afterthought. It's not super critical for most people, but I would do it. I mean, why not? Just set up like some goals for purchases or subscriptions. And then do you have a reporting process at the end of the month to gather all the data you collect and actually use it going forward? This is probably something to do earlier, but it really kicks in now as we get into the offer stages. We need a target. We need to know who we're marketing to. So does this ideal customer even exist? Is there a document that says, here's who we're targeting? We need to know psychographics and demographics, the two key sides of the person we're targeting. We want to have an insight into the target's goals. What are they trying to achieve in their life right now? And how does our offer sort of support that? And then what are their key objections about people who make them offers relative to their goals? Too expensive, too time consuming, too difficult, not trustworthy enough. What is their objection? You really need a lead magnet. It's the most critical piece in a funnel in 2020 still, no doubt. Having the right lead magnet can change the game for you. Does it even exist? Are you using something to exchange for an email address? Because once you get that email, man, then you both have, lifetime ability to market to this person until they unsubscribe. So powerful. And then also you have their data to use in Facebook Ad Manager and target them there. I love running Facebook ads in conjunction with email campaigns. I think it really synergizes. With respect to, is this lead magnet even good? Let's say they have one. Let's go down some of the most critical aspects. Is it specific? It needs to be specific. It's not going to be downloaded. Can I get immediate gratification by downloading it and start solving my problem today? And does it understand what I'm trying to do? Does it speak to my known end result that I want, the transformation, the final, what I'm trying to obtain? So then if it does, does this have a high actual value for me as a consumer, as a user, as a target? I hope so. And also important, high perceived value. No one's going to download it if it doesn't look good, if it doesn't seem professional. Finally, the be all end all, it really needs to shift the relationship. When someone gets your lead magnet and they begin the process of giving you their info and say, yeah, you can market to me, I really hope your messages are, in alignment with the lead magnet. It's meant to be a very specific tool to qualify your lead and make sure they're the right type of person coming in. And so we want the lead magnet to only be something desirable by our prospect. We want other people to ignore it. You're going to need to make some offers. You want to make some money, you need to make some offers. Okay, so do you have any existing offers going on? I see a lot of people who make content who kind of have a brand, but doesn't really even sell anything. And I think that's because they're scared. It's hard. They don't know what it takes. So here are some things I'd really focus on if you don't have any offers yet. Make sure it exists. Put an offer out. Be all end all. You can't make money until you make an offer. Is it a clear offer? Is it very clear what I get and what you get? How much money you're taking from me and what I'm actually going to get when I give you my money? You're going to need a sales page to describe all that. People think long sales pages are weird, but they're really designed to go over every single point and squash all of the reader's objections, right? So maybe they think there's not enough in there, so they're going to detail the benefits and the features. And maybe think it's not safe to buy, and we give a 30-day money-back guarantee and some social proof and some trust signals. So long-form sales pages still work, but I would combine them as well with the sales video, so people who don't want to read the whole thing can watch the video. Obviously, that's rather expensive and challenging. It's not simple. It can be simple, but to really put some thought into it, it's going to certainly take some time. You got to be retargeting. You have to be at least showing something to people who have already hit your checkout, who've already hit your landing pages. Find a way to retarget them through Facebook or through email. There's ways through both. And have you done sort of an expert's copywriting review? I guarantee you can make more money and more conversions if you improve your copywriting. Getting into the last two here, very important, the traffic generators. First, your organic traffic engine. You still need it. You really shouldn't avoid organic traffic. Very foolish. Do you have a strategy? Is that in place? Do you know what you're going to do and what you're not going to do, right? You better be making YouTube videos. There is nothing more value than making YouTube videos right now. It's still the #2 website in the world. Billions of videos watched every single day. You got to be on YouTube. The search and suggestion capability is separate from all other platforms. You can't see anything like it right now. Of course, should be in Instagram if you can. There's so many ways to be in Instagram now. You don't just have to take pretty photos. You can do text-based educational posts with the carousels. You can say so much in a post now. Instagram is more of a mini blog with multi sort of capabilities. You can do video, you can do text, you can do photo, you can do carousel, you can do story. Very powerful tool. I wouldn't ignore it. Still a very, very key app in 2020. I would still be posting blog articles because it generates a lot of SEO long tail traffic. It's great for your domain name. It could be a viral article. It could lead to tens of thousands of readers. There's a lot of people in Google, the #1 website in the world. They're searching for stuff. I would be putting all my articles out. I would be taking my YouTube videos and transcribing them into blog articles or some version of that. And I would be posting videos on Facebook because those videos are going to play a role in your paid traffic engine. So go post some short videos on Facebook. caption them, put a title on them. That's going to get a lot more retention. Retention is everything. Do you have a strategy for paid traffic? And here we are, the finale, guys. Here's the key traffic I would be buying right now. Facebook video view ads. They're cheap. Get attention. See who's watching. Tag the people at 50, 75, and 95%. Target those people again with more ascended offers. You should use Facebook lead gen ads. Get the email right inside of Facebook. Use Zapier to transfer it to your MailChimp or Constant Contact or Kartra or whatever you're using. I make a lot of lead generation ads that are very successful. You can get leads for under $2, no problem. Just need a good lead magnet. Facebook Messenger ads, I'm really starting to tinker with these, combining them with chat bots. There's a lot of nurturing to be done here. I think this could be something big. It's undiscovered still. I'm not 100% sure how to really maximize Messenger ads yet, but they are something to be aware of. Instagram ads, whatever you're putting on Facebook, consider also posting it to Instagram by default, but consider there are some UI UX differences. So if you say click the link below, it may not be the same on Instagram and Facebook. So consider you can actually tweak them individually very easily now in the ad manager. I would buy Google AdWords if I had the money. They're more expensive, but they are still intent driven, which means you can target keywords that are for buyers. Where to buy computers, where to buy lights, where to buy microphones. We can compete on those specific keywords. They're going to be very profitable, but they're more expensive in 2020 than they've ever been. YouTube ads, cheap. Through the Google AdWords product related, they're cheap, right? Pre-roll ads, but they're very hard to execute. People are just so trained not to watch ads. You really have to think outside the box. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that this overview of what are the core areas I'm looking for every time I work with a company, every time I build my own projects or brands, every time I help a friend or family, I'm looking in these areas to see what's missing. If it's missing, that's where we start. We want all these areas flourishing. This is what creates that entire digital marketing ecosystem and business machine that generates leads automatically, that converts into buyers automatically, ascending them through very automated processes. This is the game. This is the power. So I hope that helps you. Just what I want to tell you is that the reason I created this is because I'm working on some more higher end products for digital marketing consultants. I put out the digital marketing consultants blueprint, which I know many of you have taken. I want to create the next level for that, where I'm going to teach you the soft skills, the hard skills, some case studies, and auditing, which is very important. When you can do an audit, you can easily charge $250 an hour, easily, if not more, depending on who's your client. And you get the base level overview of what needs to be done, what needs to be executed. So if you also go into that full stack marketer programs or those skill sets, you'll be able to fulfill the work and not just sort of consult on it, right? So that's a very powerful combination. So I do recommend you take my workshops. They are geared to solve and fulfill your skill set in these areas. But this overview, this auditing, this is a consultant's tool. This is a consultant's process. So really excited to be working on that. I'll link everything below. Make sure you guys check it out. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.